Hi guys, Carol and Eric Farrar here with Team 1850 Realty. And we just want to chat with you about all the things that we've been chatting about. Recurring conversations, it's 2020, we're jumping in both feet, helping people buy and sell property, but one conversation that keeps coming up, this.
ADUs. We've got info for you guys. There's a lot of new laws that have been passed, and we're going to try to break down some basics so you can understand what's going on and what the next property boom in California is going to bring.
It's our opinion anyway, but we have valid information and facts to prove it. So ADU, what is ADU? ADU is an accessory dwelling unit. Sometimes people call them granny flats, sometimes people call them pool houses.
Loft over a garage, stuff like that.
There's a couple different specifications to these ADUs. Some that are attached to the current dwelling, some that are detached to the property. At any rate, there's some really great information that's coming down the pike from the state here in the county, and we really want to bring it to a local level for people like us and you who are interested in building a granny flat on your property and what that looks like. And guess what? They're making some pretty cool modifications to their current program in terms of like all the setbacks that most people would have. They're trying to streamline the process. So the county, there's some really great information. We actually have a blog post that we're going to share with you.
So we're going to have links to a couple of different resources: City of San Diego, County of San Diego, some attorney sites talking about some new laws. And whatever name you want to call them, it's a really exciting time because these laws are breaking some barriers of zoning and, like Carol mentioned, some construction issues where typically if you wanted to expand, you'd have to have setbacks for fire, and they're easing some of these restrictions to make it easy for folks to increase housing density. And some of the terms, like City of San Diego, they have companion unit, junior unit. County uses terms like attached, detached. So what options there are right now is if you have a home, you want to convert a garage to a living space. That's a valid, what the City of San Diego is calling a junior unit. And let's say you wanted to attach an ADU to the outside of your property, but it's attached to your home. That is a companion unit, just like an external structure if you want to build a whole separate granny flat. That's also known as a companion, or like the county's calling in the state of California, an accessory dwelling unit.
Yep.
So that kind of captures all these different things. And there's a couple of new laws that just passed this year, actually in October. AB 68 and AB 881 are actually meant to ease the one unit rule where you could have a property and you could convert the garage and add an external granny flat. It
all
says
relatively new.
This is all brand new stuff. Yeah, the law that came into existence to create the ADU passed in 2016, and we're just now starting to learn about all these rules and regulations from the county and the cities here in 2020. So it's pretty hot off the press, and we've got our pulse on the public officials and folks who want to invest and build and help families out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Create more housing, more opportunities, affordable housing as it were, because as we know, San Diego has gotten extremely expensive, and what used to be affordable is now out of reach for a lot of people, hardworking people that deserve a place to live. And so we think that this is a really great opportunity to not only create the housing that we need, but also provide some investment opportunity for those of us who think we may have missed the boat and you haven't. Like, this is the next big thing, and we're really excited to follow the different laws and how they're actually being implemented at the county and the city levels. As we mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is all very new, and so we're just here along the ride trying to figure out all the...
Well, we want to help folks like you out there navigate these waters, because a big part of this is residential real estate.
Absolutely.
We're talking about single family homes becoming triplexes effectively, and there's a lot of parts of Southern California that really need this as an opportunity for affordable housing, job creation, cheaper living. All these bills were passed to try to help alleviate these things, and there's going to be opportunity to help folks convert homes that they're in into profit so they can move and then create other opportunity for folks to invest in these properties and then become, property owners and multiple property owners.
So the long and the short of it is there's a lot of information and it's all relatively new, but we are going to be your resource. We're going to provide you with updates along the way as we're discovering these things, because this is a really exciting opportunity for everybody involved. And
well, and you might be wondering, so what are some of these things you're talking about, Eric? You're talking about this dwelling, and as some examples, so the County of San Diego is waiving permit fees till
impact fees.
2024, so for 4 years from today. And that's a pretty significant chunk of change that goes into building one of these units, where let's say you want to build a two-car garage equivalent external property. Folks right now are saying those are costing about $150,000 without the permit fees.
Right.
So you can get a sense of the cost. Permitting can add, depending on if you have to have a water pipe upgrade, sewer upgrade, a septic system, those fees and impacts could jump that to $200,000. So now's an exciting time to get in on this on the ground floor, so to speak. And as far as the county is concerned, they're going to allow up to 1,200 square feet on a brand new external structure.
It's a good size.
That's a pretty good size. And you can add up to, if you want to add on your property, not an external building, but add on, you can go up to 50% of your existing home. And the county's alleviating parking issues. They want to make sure folks can get this done. They're going to want to make sure you have parking, but the city of San Diego is a little more aggressive. I've got some of their info right here. They do have parking requirements. So for every dwelling that you're going to have at least one on-street parking spot per.
But what's cool about the law is that HOAs cannot restrict.
Yeah, so one of the laws that was just passed this year, AB 670, HOA limitations. HOAs, this is making sure that the state can hold HOAs accountable so they can't block some of these things. We've lived in HOAs for upwards of 17 years.
Yep.
We currently don't now, but we've seen the good and the bad from that perspective. And the state's wanting to make sure that folks have opportunity to use their property the way they see fit and the way the state is saying they can.
Yeah, so one of the last laws that I'm really excited to follow is AB 671, which is government assistance in providing incentives to promote affordable ADUs and to get this whole ground, the creation of it, because that's the biggest setback is the expense of it all.
Well, yeah, not only financial incentives, but also to have grants for folks to qualify so they can convert part of their property. We've got an aging population coming and care is super expensive.
Absolutely. And
the ability to convert a family garage into a permitted separate dwelling so mom or dad or extended family can live is a really nice opportunity that not only are you helping your family, you're saving money, and you're improving the value of your property. And along that line, one of the other laws that was passed was the AB 587, because right now the way the 2016 law is written is ADUs cannot be sold or conveyed separately. There's a law that has passed that is allowing for ADUs to be conveyed as a separate property, but it's giving discretion to the local municipality. So that may, or not, as the language says, be a boon. It will give you the opportunity to do so in the future, which is really exciting and gives folks a lot of flexibility.
And those options, we really have not been in an era where we've had this option as homeowners. They've been there, but they've just been so hard to come by with all of the red tape, and a lot of people just haven't followed through with it because of it. And now they're streamlining it because of the housing crisis not enough, and they know that this is enough. This is a way to alleviate some of that demand. So really just excited about the opportunity. I know we could say that 10 million times, but we will continue to share more insight as we learn it. Just so you know what this is all about back here. We are at our office here at Union Co-work in San Marcos. It's a new part of San Marcos called North City, and we are inside Union Co-work. This is one of the conference rooms that has some interesting wallpaper, so just in case you were distracted by our background. But anyways,
So we're gonna write a blog post with a bunch of different resources. That way we just don't say, hey, click one link here.
Yeah.
We're gonna compile that. And what we're gonna be doing this year is identifying sources of finance
Yes.
to be able to build, because this is a really interesting product. You know, if you're an investor and you want to acquire property, you're gonna be buying a single family property, but you're also gonna be doing construction. So we're trying to find
multi-layered.
Sure. It's multifaceted, and it's outside of the box thinking today.
Yep.
So we're looking into ways for folks to be able to purchase homes. We're going to be identifying what those turnkey properties look like for investing, and that way we can share it with you guys. So if you have investments that aren't performing and you're looking to get into something like real estate, that's what we're going to try to provide as a resource. Yep. So we can be a one-stop shop for how does this work?
Residential real estate. That is, and this is what it's touching on, and that's our number one. That's what we do with our eyes closed. We're extremely good at it, and this is something new, and it's something good. And so, as Eric mentioned, you're going to see those links. We will have more to share with you as we roll up our sleeves and learn more about the financing options that you have to really make this affordable, because ultimately that's what this is all about. And anyways, it's good.
Yeah. Thank you guys for looking, and let us know if you have any questions. We're always here to help.
Thanks.